Hello, I'm Luke Parry, Year 10. This is my leadership application for the Year 11 Learner Senior Leader role for communication next year. I'm unfortunately at home with COVID, so I can't be into school, and I've loved to do this in person, so apologies if this goes slightly over the time. So, getting on with it, first to start with experience. So I was on the interview panel, mainly years 8 and 9. Obviously, over lockdown, couldn't happen. I interviewed loads of teachers, including Mr. Russell. I think that's a very good example of experience. I also presented the Christmas show sort of as your Ant and Dec, introducing the acts. I was part of it as well. And I was one of the only people to do that, and I took that upon myself as an opportunity to do. I was on the debating team in year 7 and 8. I went on the trips according with that. I was also the athletic sports team captain in year 8. And I think that's a really good example of leadership and communication with a different group of people. I was also in the school show, years 7, 8 and 9. In year 9 I had the main role of Aladdin, but that didn't go ahead because of COVID. I did filming for the Lady Bridge promotional video. Not all of it made the final cut, some of it did. Some honourable mentions before we move on. I was head boy at my primary school. I did filming for Project C for Mr. Ainscough for one of his assemblies. And I led a after-school sports group for Duke of Edinburgh. So now moving on to skills. Now these are all sort of traits that I think learners and staff would both agree apply to me. Being opinionated and persuasive were very important on getting me on the interview team. But I think all of these qualities are very important for a leader, especially when it comes to communication. So why am I passionate about getting this role? So as I mentioned earlier, I've got loads of experience. I think that makes me a great candidate. I'm also well looked up to by peers, not just staff, not just peers, but both of them. I think that's really important, especially in high school. Also, I think I could bring a positive change. The really positive change would make a really good difference to the school, improve school life. I was originally going to use this picture here, but I didn't like the idea of chance, so I decided to use this one as well instead, because I'm really confident that I'll bring positive change and that I won't mess it up. I also think that over the past 18 months, I've really missed out on communication, especially in person, over the last year. So I've got loads to say, and I think this is a really good opportunity to get back what I've missed. This ties in with this point here as well, because I think I'm not only effective in person, but also over virtual, like this video, for example. Also, I think I'm friends with loads of different groups of people, and that allows me to understand different views of all different sorts of people. I picked loads of varied options for my GCSE as well. That just made it to be versatile. So I developed the area of communication by making sure as many occurrences of feedback and cooperation between staff and learners happen throughout school. So I think it's quite rare for that to happen, but when it does, it always brings positive change. So we'll want that to happen as much as possible. I'd also bring in a democratic system that leads change across the school, obviously with Mr. Russell at the top, learners at the bottom, and that gives everyone a voice and allows the most accurate, best decisions to be made. But also, I think this new leadership system is in need of some slight changes and improvements. I think they want one figurehead, so maybe one boy, one girl at the top, so then everybody's got someone to report to. It sort of brings back the head boy, girl that it's missing. I think that'd be really good. But this is why I think I'd be really good at this role, because I use independent thinking to make positive changes to systems that I think are in need of change. So that's why, especially, I think it'd be very good. And this links in with my idea of the key to success. You only know the effects and the effectiveness of something after it's been changed. That's why I think this new system will be quite good. So in a quick summary, I think I've got the skills and experience to be good at this role, and I think I'm the best candidate for the job. So please remember to pick me. Apologies if this is over the 4 minutes, and thank you.